Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Good morning, Lagos. You're welcome to Automedics. My name is Adirunke Irewole. You know what we do on the show. We talk automobiles. And if you're having any trouble with your vehicle, you need to report that vehicle to the auto technician in the studio. You can get your quotes across to us if you've been advised to run a diagnosis on your vehicle. So we have one of our seasoned senior technicians in the studio is going to help you decipher those codes and give you a lasting solution. So good morning, Ibrahim. Ibrahim is here with us in the studio. So I'm riding shotgun with Ibrahim, so you can join the ride this morning on 009-912-0777. Ibrahim, it's good to have you on the show.
Yeah, good morning. It's been a while.
Yeah. So it's good to have you, one of our senior. Let me not say doctor now because you always reject doctor.
No. The doctor should be back.
Technician.
The doctor should be back tomorrow.
We don't know why Dr. Ben or Dr. K, why he's not been coming or showing up. I think he traveled.
Dr. K is not around at the moment.
We know he's a flying bird. Okay, so it's good to have you in the studio. You're going to be helping us with our car troubles this morning. So, Dr. Ben has been talking about fleet maintenance and trainings and all of that. So this training now, what are you going to tell listeners about this training? Is this still ongoing, or do we have to still go online, or you are having one-on-one training with your clients or those who require the training at your workshop?
All right. Well, as we have known Automedics for over the years, we are not someone that would keep technology to ourselves. Ever since before the inception of Automedics, some knowledge have been domiciled in probably with most dealership and also those who are franchised with car manufacturers. But when Automedics came up on board, yes, we are in business of car repairs. You can always repair any of your vehicles with us in any of our offices cut across Lagos. But we are not leaving these alone to ourselves. Fine, we could have been keeping all these and saying, no, we are the only one that wants to know about, wants to be in operation and we will be able to fix people's car. But we also look at the larger picture of, well, the person, or what about that person at the roadside that he needs to upgrade himself? What about that person that is thinking of starting up a business and he has a flair for this job and he's looking for a way, one way or two to into it? What we used to know is you would have spent probably 4 or 5 years learning the act of the job, and in learning it you have only learned just a little fraction of it. Well, what Automedics have done is we have put together different programs that could make you an authority in the field within a short while, and that's why we have the auto diagnosis and the auto electrical course. The auto electrical course here has started last week, but there is still a lot of opportunity for whomever wants to be part of that class to be part of it. So you can still rush down to any of our to our office. That's the one at Ilukweju, that's the head office where the training takes place, to take part in or to register for the auto electrical class that is ongoing. But as for the auto diagnosis class, which is the foundational class, especially for those who have no basic knowledge about car, you don't even know, even if you don't know jack about car, and you want to be someone who would either be a DIY or you would even start up a shop as regards vehicle repairs, or if you are a workshop manager and you want to know more about some of these things, the auto diagnosis course is one of a very good course, and it's more like a foundational course for us at Automedics. You can always be part of the class. Yes, presently we are running the physical class, and the physical class for the auto diagnosis would be starting in February 15. So registration is open at the present moment, but it would start proper February 15. So you advise that you also make much more inquiries as regards the training. So if you want to know more about the training, or you need a clarification about the training, you can all...
Please, Ibrahim, can I just hold you there? I need to get this report. Apologies.
All right.
Hello, Yusuf. Good morning.
Presently, I'm telling that none of the FRSC is and Nigeria they are very much on ground to manage.
Hello, Yusuf.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, it's not very clear though.
Ah,
Yes, you said Long Beach was Lagos as regards the burning truck, right? Hello? Okay, yes, that was Sadiq Yusuf, one of our motorbike life reporters at the scene of the incident which involved a burning truck that's on Long Bridge in was the Lagos section of the Lagos Ibadan corridor. So we get more feeds from Sadiq. Okay, it's on now. Hello, good morning. Ibrahim, sorry, Sadiq.
yes, can you hear me clearly now?
Okay, yes, it's better now.
Okay, presently I'm at Long Bridge in Lagos, where it was earlier reported that the burning truck that accident.
Yeah.
But presently nothing to show as a reason for the burning truck. But even the driver didn't fight any. But the men of the the Nigerian police force and the state, they are very much on ground to manage the situation. But presently, the truck is not impeding any traffic,
Okay,
not
that's
causing
better.
any form of battle around the charges.
Okay.
And the road is very smooth for vehicular movement.
All right.
So that is the latest, that is it from ground. And secondly, as Bega inwards Automedics, there's another broken down container. But effort is ongoing as well for the recovery. And that's the latest on ground for now.
All right. Thank you very much, Sadiq, for that heads up. We'll get more updates from you, sure, as this program continues. All right, thank you very much. We appreciate you. All right, yes, as I was earlier saying, that was Sadiq Yusuf, one of our motorbike life reporters at the scene of the incident, yes, which involved a burning truck on Long Bridge in was the Lagos section of the corridor. We have men of FRSC officials and other sister agencies trying to manage the situation. And Yusuf has told us now that that incident or that impediment is not impeding the flow of traffic on that particular stretch, so you need to just be well aware of it. It's not impeding the flow of traffic. And we also have another broken down containerized truck at Berger, Awas or Tedola. We have our men trying to get it evacuated from that particular location so traffic can be seamless on that particular corridor. So we get you more feeds as soon as possible. So the program is Automedics, and we have Ibrahim here. Ibrahim is still giving us some information as regards the training. So Ibrahim, sorry for that.
No.
Breaking transmission. All right.
Every information is important.
Very important, yeah.
So, for those who want to know more about trading or make more further inquiries, you can always call the number 070 5672 5760 070 5672 5760. Also, the Automedics is open for business as regards car repairs and fleet maintenance. So if you're looking for a credible workshop that would help you repair your car and do it the way the manufacturer would have, then Automedics is the right choice for you to choose. So you can visit any of our offices cut across Lagos. We have our office at Egbeda. It is located at inside the premises of Page 2 Car Wash, junction of 31 Road and Adenle Road, Gowan Estate, Egbeda. We have our office in Ikotun. It is located at kilometer 55 Ikotun Idimu Road off Ilepo bus stop, Ikotun. 55 Ikotun Idimu Road off Ilepo bus stop, Ikotun. We also have our office on the Highland. It is located at kilometer 18 Lekki Ekpe Expressway, Igbo Efon. Kilometer 18 Lekki Ekpe Expressway, Igbo Efon. We have our office at Ajao Estate. It is located at 39 Osolo Way, Ajao Estate. 39 Osolo Way, Ajao Estate. And likewise, for those that are around the Keja, you can always use the office at Oregon. It is located at plot 37 Kudirat Abiola Way, beside Corn Oil Filling Station. Oregon, Ikeja. So you can use any of these offices, and also the head office is located at plot 192 Railway Line, beside Crystal Estate, Ilupeju Bypass, Ilupeju, Lagos. So that's where the head office is. So you can visit any of our office, make whatever inquiry you need to make, and also have your car repaired with us.
All right, thank you very much, Ibrahim. And don't forget that we are also streaming live on our Facebook page at Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. So you can watch us live and also send in your questions via that platform. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. Hello, good morning. You're welcome to Automedics. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, this is Automedics on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM.
I'm actually, my name is Sharon.
Okay.
I'm in the street.
Hello. We can't get that.
I'm in Adewale Street.
Hello.
Adewale.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Are you aware that you're on air with Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM and this is Automedics?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Do you have a question for us?
I'm in Adewale Street.
Okay.
I'm heading towards the Cotton Road.
Okay.
So I want to know whether the road is going to be free or the shadows car. Mm-hmm.
Where are you heading to?
The Cotton.
You are heading to Cotton. You want to know if there's any impediment on that location, on that stretch?
Yeah.
Okay, but just keep listening. Let me reiterate the report that I have here. Let me find out if I have any impediment there so I can advise you.
Okay.
All right. Right, still on to Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Yes, this person is heading towards Ikotun. She wants to know if there is any impediment on that particular corridor. Please, control room, kindly give me updates as regards that. She is heading towards Ikotun. Yes, she said she's at Adewale. Let us know if there any impediment on that particular stretch. But I just have one for Isolo here. That's Isolo, and I think that does not really concern our location at the moment. So please, control room, let me know. Kindly give me updates as regards that. Okay, let's start with our questions because the phone line is really buzzing now, and this WhatsApp is really full of messages. Okay, let me quickly take this one. Ibrahim, I drive a Corolla 2003. I changed the engine to Tokumbo 3 months ago. I serviced with Mobile 5W30, the recommended oil. I've done my second service. Notice the oil goes down a little bit, while my trip is just 96.4 miles. Please advise.
Well, you're using you bought in a Tokumbo engine. One thing about Tokumbo engine that we also need to know is that engine has worked for a while and no one knows the mileage that engine has worked. So in buying a Tokumbo engine, that does not guarantee that everything is going to be fine. You might be lucky you buy the one that has a low mileage, while sometimes the one you are buying might be the one of a very high mileage. So if you are experiencing oil shortage and you're saying it is a Tokumbo engine, then there are things that your technician needs to look out for. The first one is to observe if there is no leak anywhere around the engine. So if there are no leaks anywhere around the engine, then what I would advise is probably on your next service, you might need to move up the viscosity you're using to a thicker one than what you're using presently. It probably could be that engine, before it was taken out and being sold in the market, it has moved a whole lot of mileage, and that's the reason why you are having a shortage of oil. But this is after the technician have ascertained that there is no shortage anywhere, and also check to see if there are no smokes.
All right, still on to Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, and the program is Automedics. Ibrahim is here to take your car questions. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, ma.
Good morning, sir.
This is Mr. Ola, coming from Lagos.
All right.
Good morning, Mr. Ibrahim.
Good morning.
I have some questions for you. Thank God I'm privileged to connect today.
All right, go ahead.
Sorry, my car has an issue. I'm driving Toyota Camry.
So that we can hear ourselves very well, you might need to tune down the volume on your radio set.
Okay. Are you hear me properly now, sir?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I drive Toyota Camry 03.
Toyota Camry. What year model, please?
Yeah, 03.
2003. All right.
Yes. So, but I noticed that the car consumes fuel a lot. That is one.
Okay.
Which I later had one technician to discover. Maybe there's catalyst in it. To peradventure, they said there was no catalyst. And then the carriage one on front and one at back. I had them to check the back. Said there was no catalyst to replace it. Later, I said discovered that the still consume fuel. Later, I said they should check the first one too. They discovered that there was no catalyst as well. They just left inside. So they got the catalyst in. But I see observed that the car still consumes fuel. And the more annoying part of the whole thing now is the car work is very high. And when I do some scan running on the car, which I was given some code, and I don't know if I may call the code.
Yes. That would help us more.
You said yes, sir?
Go ahead.
Go ahead with the codes.
Okay. I was given P100.
P100
Yeah,
or P0100.
P0100.
Okay.
P1543. P1543.
543.
Yeah, P15 either 23 or 43.
Sorry, I need to get the second one. P1 5.
P15 either 23 or 43.
You're not sure.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I was given 4 codes. Because actually the issue is the phone on me now. I thought maybe I have the code on it. They remember that the code wasn't there, but I remember 2, which is the P0100, and then the P1, the P1523 or 43.
All right. If you're not sure, it might be difficult for us here to comment on that particular one that you're not sure of. But as regards the first one, the P0100 is a MAF sensor malfunction. When you have a MAF sensor that has a problem on any car, it's going to affect the fuel consumption or the fuel economy of the vehicle. So if, because you are having a MAF sensor fault, they might need to help you treat that MAF sensor fault. Either it is a wiring problem or it is that the MAF sensor itself has an issue that you might need to change it. So it is until they are able to take off the MAF sensor fault, that's when that's when the fuel consumption, because the MAF sensor is another very important sensor that affects fuel economy of a vehicle. Though I would have loved that you had all the codes, but if probably before the end of the program you can get the code, just send it as a WhatsApp message on to the program. We will take it before the end of the show if you are able to send it.
All right.
Okay, students, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. The program is still Automedics. Please ensure when you want to put your calls across, please collate your questions and keep your questions straight to the point, so our technician will be able to advise you appropriately. Okay, let me take this report that I have for those on the stretch of Isolo axis. And please, control room, I need an update. I need to advise that lady that called earlier. She's at Adewale. She's moving towards Ikotun. She wants to know if there is any impediment on that particular location, on that particular corridor. Please, I need you to give me update at this time so I can advise her. Okay, for Isolo, we have it that movement from Sele Express connecting Okota Road is okay towards Agor roundabout. The return journey is okay, but slow connecting Sele Express. Okay, Agor roundabout inwards Agor Palace Way connecting Apple Junction is okay except for bus stop delays. And likewise, the return journey back to Agor roundabout is equally good. Agor roundabout inwards Chemist en route Bako is okay. Return journey is good but slightly busy approaching Agor roundabout due to alternation. Agor roundabout inwards Apata in and out is good to go. Slight delays approaching Agor. Bako inwards Okeafa in and out is encouraging. Bako inwards the Solo is free. Approaching Ile Ibadan is gathering momentum. Ile Ibadan inwards the Shaga down to College bus stop is slow. College inwards Aye Ilewe Meta is busy. Exiting Ilewe Meta connecting Laspotek is gathering momentum. Laspotek inwards Iyano Solo is okay. En route Daleko on the bridge. The return journey back to Underbridge Iyano Solo is a moving traffic. So this is a report I have here for those on the stretch of Isolo. So put this at the back of your mind. We're getting more faith as things unfold. Okay, let's continue with our questions. I think we just need to take a WhatsApp question here. Still expecting questions from our Facebook page. This one says, I use a Corolla 2009. Does vacuuming your AC system make it factory cold? Cause I just changed my compressor. Two people have confirmed the gas is gauged. We've taken this question. Dr. Ben has helped us to take this question. Yeah, I guess this person wasn't listening when we took it.
All right. Vacuuming is one of the processes that is expected to be done, especially when any part of the AC components would need to be taken off. The reason why vacuuming is being done on the AC system is to ensure that you do not have the presence of air in the AC, in the AC system itself. Because if you should have air, number one, it's going to be like an impurity to the AC system. Okay. It is also going to, anywhere you have air, you would always have some level of moisture. That's water vapor that moves with air, and that also could cause problem for the AC system. Okay. And also vacuuming, depending on the type of leak, would also help to trace leakages inside the AC component. And that's why it is very important, and it's part of those things that every AC technician needs to start considering, and that is vacuuming the AC system before the after they have taken off any component and before they start to feed in a new gas. They need to vacuum, meaning they need to take out all the airs that you might have within the system, as these are one of the reasons why after doing everything you're supposed to do on an AC system, the AC system will still malfunction. So vacuuming is an important process in AC repairs.
Wow. Okay. From our Facebook, this one is saying Fanry Louis, Graceman and your fair. It says, what can I do to switch off my VSC light? It's a RAV4 2007.
RAV4 2007. If you have the VSC light on, it's two things. It is that the VSC system might have picked up a fault from somewhere within the vehicle. So, for example, now, if what you have is probably you have a check engine light also with it, or you have the ABS light also on, then all that you need to do is to run a scan. Okay. Run a scan, it's going to complain of the reasons why those lights are on. And it is only when you have those codes that it would be easy to pinpoint the reason why the VSC light is on. So what you're supposed to do is to go down to a workshop where you can run a scan. If you have an Automedics workshop close by, you can always walk into any of them, run a scan, and also you'll be advised on what to do. But if you're going to a shop that would not be able to advise you, get the fault code and get across to us.
All right, thank you for that. Okay, just getting this report now that there is a multiple crash that occurred at Automedics on the Lagos-bound section of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. It's causing slow movement for motorists on that corridor. So please, you need to put this at the back of your mind. It's involving a truck and a car. So that's impeding the flow of traffic on that stretch. You need to put a mind into this and take it slow. When you get there, we have FRSC officials and other agencies trying to put the situation back to normalcy. Okay, so the program is still Automedics here on Lagos Traffic Radio. Let's pick a call. Oh, Sadiq is calling. Let me quickly pick this call from Sadiq Yusuf. Okay. Hello, Sadiq.
Yeah, so this is again.
Yeah. Okay.
On the long bridge thing was Lagos where we have a burning slot.
Yeah.
I got the report not too long down. There are some motorists that really when they heard the news that there's a burning truck, so they started stopping their vehicle from moving. We could be burning this thing over here.
Okay.
But I would like to tell them that there's no cause for alarm because such parking has been causing another daylock beyond. But presently, I would like to tell them that there's no cause for alarm.
Okay.
The road is open for movement. Although they still, the burning truck is still very much on the on that corridor. But I would like to tell you that the men of the Nigerian Police Force, led by CSP Tanaruno Olasade, are very much on that to manage the situation. And together with Chase Corps, FRSC, and every other traffic managers as well.
Okay.
But we are still awaiting the federal fire service from Lagos State so that they can point the fire and so that the debris as well can be cleared off the road.
But the fire has been put out, right?
No, the fire is still burning, but
Okay,
it's
still
not
burning.
affecting or impeding anything.
Okay.
Just only one side of the road.
Okay. Okay.
But we will still await Lagos State fire service
Okay.
so that they can assist us in quenching the fire, then clear the debris as well.
All right. Thank you very much for that update, Yusuf Sadiq. Thank you so much. All right, yeah, that was Sadiq Yusuf still giving us updates as regards the burning tanker. Yes, on the stretch of Long Bridge inwards, the Lagos section of Lagos-Ibadan corridor, there's the burning truck there. So it's telling us now and advising motorists that there is no cause for alarm. It's not impeding the flow of traffic because we have men of FRSC and Trace there. They are trying to help us manage the situation, though men of our service have been awaited to get the fire out, and so you just have to put this at the back of your mind. It's not impeding the flow of traffic. It has been moved to a safe spot where it's not going to impede your traffic, the traffic situation on that corridor. So just put this at the back of your mind. There is no need for you to take a turn back to where you're coming from. You just keep moving and cooperate with officials when you get to that spot. It's moving and it's fine on that particular corridor. So just put this at the back of your mind as you journey on that particular stretch. Okay, Ibrahim is still here taking our questions on Automedics, and let's get another question from our WhatsApp. This one says, I used a Toyota Corolla 2007 for e-hailing. 2 days after working on the brush Kickstarter, the AC fan stopped working. AC pipe is cooling, but the fan to cool the refrigerant stopped working, but later started working. Ibrahim, I hope you understand that. The Kickstarter got spoiled again due to technical issues on the roadside, maybe through a rewire. So after fixing it again, I experienced the same AC challenge, but it started working again. So it's like it's just going on and off. It's fluctuating.
Well, there's a from what he is trying to describe, there are two things. Either you're having a partial contact on the connection down to the AC, the AC fan, or you have probably the AC fan has been tampered with, and there's a connection that they have done between the AC fan itself and the starter motor, and probably while fixing back the starter motor, they didn't put back that connection that has been done. So it's a lot of possibilities here. The very best thing is to check what is happening. But an electrician is the best person here to check what is happening and also to have them resolved one after the other. And when cases like this happens, it's always as a result of a non-professional electrical job that has been done. And many a times I tell people that no, you need to pay a lot of attention to the way you put wires together so that it doesn't cause problem for the owner of the vehicle. So any of this could be what is happening, and what you need to do is to visit an electrician to help you examine whatever connection that is done between the AC and also the starter motor.
Okay. This one says, my car misfires and doesn't move well, especially after selecting the second gear. it drags, it delays first selection, and whenever I want to climb a hill, it moves so sluggishly. It was scanned and all the errors were treated. All the coils, spark plugs, VVT sensor, O2 sensor, temperature circuit, injector, etc. were all replaced, yet it still drags. The check engine is still complaining of P0755, which have once changed the valve body.
Well, a P0755 fault might not necessitate that you change the valve body. Please, what's the year of the vehicle? Let me just...
It's a Corolla 03.
A Corolla 03 P0755.
Yeah.
All right. Trying to look up the code to see why, if it is justified. But obviously, a P0755 fault is a transmission-related fault, and this could be connected to the transmission problem that you have that has been happening on the vehicle. So P0755 is saying shift solenoid B malfunction, and whenever you have a solenoid, one or more solenoids on the car being complained by the scanner, I've always mentioned this several times, that the problem might not be with the solenoid itself. The problem could be with wiring, and sometimes the problem could even come from the engine control unit. That's why it's always necessary to do a test. If the technician has taken this into consideration, he wouldn't have advised you in the first place to go and change the valve body. What he would have advised you to do is probably what he would have done first is, number one, checking to see if what the solenoid needs to work is available to the solenoid, to also check if the solenoid itself is okay, and also to check the wirings that leads to the solenoid. If all these had been checked initially, would have known if the solenoid he even has on the vehicle is good or not. But in this case now, what has been, since you're still having this fault code, what I would advise is just tell your electrician to help you check the integrity of the wirings down to the engine control unit, and also from the connector all the way into the transmission. We've seen cases whereby connectors could be bent, or sometimes you could even have the connectors broken. So if this had happened earlier, no matter what they're doing, replacing parts would not solve the problem. They need to get what is causing this fault
What's exactly
before
wrong?
they would be able to prescribe to you what you need to do to resolve the problem.
Okay, this one says, please, when you increase the speed of the AC, is it consuming more fuel or more gas?
Well, obviously what you're doing is increasing the speed of the fan. That's the blower fan. What has only increased is the speed of the fan. So which means you have a lot of air now blowing over the evaporator. So yes, this might probably increase the demand from the compressor. But it depends. It would not significantly affect the fuel consumption. Even if you put the fan on low, the AC is working, especially if you use a constant displacement type of compressor. In that case, what you would have is what the compressor is giving. So it is depending on the speed of the engine that would determine what the compressor gives. So increasing the speed of the blower fan does not really impact on fuel consumption.
This one says, please, what is the function of a knock on a 1999 Camry? And is it advisable to drive a car without a knock sensor?
Well, a knock sensor is just like a microphone for the engine. And when I say microphone, it is helping the engine to listen to knocks. And there are two types of knock that would happen on an engine. The very first one is called mechanical knock, and that's what a lot of persons are used to, and that's when the mechanical noise is always being caused by oil starvation. But the other one is called the ignition knock, and that's the one that is called pinging, popularly called unjayin in the local palace. So now the knock sensor is meant to help the engine computer to detect when the engine is about to start pinging. So that whenever it detects that, the engine tries to control that pinging, because pinging could eventually ruin an engine when it happens. So if you do not have the knock sensor on the vehicle, it means there is nothing that informs the engine in a case where you have a pinging, which could eventually damage the engine. And also you could also be having problems with how the computer would retard or advance the ignition timing of a vehicle. So it's advisable. And for a Toyota, sometimes it could also affect the shifting of the gears. Okay. So when there's a problem with the knock sensor, if you have a 4-speed transmission, there is a likelihood that the transmission might not pass gear 3, which means an increase in fuel consumption would always it's going to lead to an increase in fuel consumption, and it's also going to put a lot of stress on the gear 3 you have on that vehicle, because the car would not move to the overdrive gear, which sometimes is the gear 4 or 4 and 5, depending on the type of vehicle it is.
All right. Yeah. Just to inform our listener that we have one of our LACFIS team here, the Business Development and Media Relations Officer, Banjo Koluwadamilola. So I'm going to be bringing her in after I take maybe some few questions. So just keep collecting your question. If you have any question for us, so she's going to be telling us more about vehicle inspections and roadworthiness and all that you need to know about your vehicle inspection. So just keep listening to Lagos Traffic Radio. All right, this one says 1998 Opel Astra. I have a problem with the idle system. It goes off several times while I am in traffic, so it causes overheating. As a result of this, but if I don't encounter traffic, that makes it go. Oh no. Okay, my mechanic suggested the airflow meter will need to be 7 because he told him it doesn't have solenoid valve control. Please always make sure your questions are straight to the point.
Well, for a 1998 Opel Extra, if the car uses a cable, because I wouldn't understand what the mechanic says when he's saying it does not have a solenoid control. If the car uses a cable, and that's what most vehicles of that age would use, then definitely it's going to have what we call an idle bypass. Okay. That idle bypass is what allows the engine to breathe, or what allows the engine to have access to air when you are not stepping on the accelerator. So which means at a point in time when your vehicle idles, the only point where the air can go through into the engine is through the idle bypass. But when you drive, you're stepping on the accelerator pedal. The accelerator pedal is manually controlling the throttle body to open the butterfly, which means at that instance now you have a whole lot of space for air to go into the engine. That's why the engine would not go off on high speed. So with your description, I wouldn't for the advice a mechanic is giving to you, no, that would not work. Servicing the airflow meter or whatever he has called it would not solve the problem. What he needs to get now is the location of the idle bypass on that vehicle, and it services the idle bypass and also the solenoid that controls the opening of that bypass.
Okay. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Stay with us. So, you want to talk, but should you just... Alright, welcome back. The program is still Automedics on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. And as I earlier said, we have Banjo Koluwadamilola here, the Business Development and Media Relations Officer for LACFIS. So she's going to be educating us this morning as regards our vehicles, inspections, and roadworthiness, and how to get your certification. Good morning.
Good morning, madam.
So you're welcome on the show.
Thank you very much. Good morning, Rotimi. How is Dr. Ben?
Ibrahim, very fine.
Ibrahim.
As excited as I could be, I'm not really in the best of the moods because of the tragic incident that happened at Akungba Akoko during the weekend.
Yes.
You would agree with me that it was an unfortunate one that could probably have been averted.
Could have been prevented.
Yes.
I understand.
From what I learned, from what I read, I noticed that, or I read that it was caused by brake failure. This is one of the things that we are talking about. Now, if that vehicle has been inspected at our center, it will have been noticed, and we would have advised the owner of the truck or the driver that, okay, XYZ thing is wrong with your vehicle. That way, it will have been done. But because of the nonchalant attitude of some motorists or some vehicle owners, some say it's about they don't have time, some say traffic, they don't want to be held. Now look at what that has cost. So many lives were lost.
Yeah.
People came out to run their transaction, and look at what happened at the end of the day. There was a case of a woman who lost her 3 children in that accident.
Wow.
That is a very, I feel so bad. And first, we would like to commiserate with the lives and
The families.
families and friends of those that lost their lives in that incident. It's so painful. And the reason is because these things could have been avoided. There are things that are avoidable. You know, I feel so bad when stuff like this happen. It makes me feel like, okay, why couldn't we just do the right thing instead of waiting for something like this to happen? That woman now lost her 3 children. What hope does she have? From what I read this morning, as soon as the woman heard of the accident and what happened to her, she slumped.
She passed out.
And she's also dead.
She's dead.
Yes, from what I read this morning. I don't know if that is true, allegedly, but if that's the case, even if she's still alive, what case will she be? That's a very bad one. Now, what can we do? What are we saying? We are still saying the same thing, maintaining and preaching the message of safety. Let us do the right thing as agencies, as companies, as associations, as individuals. Let's do our best to ensure that your vehicle is safe to ply the road. You see, when you have gone through the process of the computerized vehicle inspection, when you drive your car, there's this assurance you get. There's this calmness. You drive. You now imagine if you do the right thing. I do the right thing. Mr. Rotimi does the right thing. Everybody does the right thing.
Yeah.
You know, we'll drive with so much confidence, so much relaxation, knowing that okay, my vehicle is in a top-notch conditions and I have little or nothing to worry about. You don't have to be scared. Okay, when I match the brake, it doesn't respond to me at once. You know, you have to match it like 3, 4, 5 times before it responds. You can't just.
And these are things we talk about here
Every
too on
time.
Automedics. Yes, we talk about brake failures and all of that. How you can even get it get it fixed and.
I remembered Dr. Ben was talking about something on Monday about if you want them to manage your fleet.
Yes.
If fleet managers of companies should talk to people like Dr. Ben, they would give you information. Then go ahead, take a further step of coming for the computerized vehicle inspections. You know, these people, I heard some of them are in final year. Even the SG president also lost his life in that incident. Yes. Final year student, what is the fate of the parents? So we are not going to stop until we all do the right thing. And what is the right thing? Get your vehicles inspected. At Lagvis, we check the emission. Okay, now, sometimes when we drive on the road, we see that some vehicles ahead of us or behind us, the kind of smoke it emits, they are very hazardous to the health, very dangerous. It could cause lung cancer. Imagine
especially the buses.
Yes. Some trucks.
The downfall buses. Yes, trailers.
You'll be surprised that some private cars even has that problem, though it might be limited, but we can't rule that out.
You have more of this with those
so the point
big buses.
Is, I like this. We check for those things. We check for the emission. We check the lighting system. Is it safe for you to drive this car at night? We check the alignments, the suspension. We go underneath your vehicles. We check everything. Everything, is it in top-notch condition? Is it safe to ply the road? Things that you cannot see with your physical eyes. We use our computerized equipment. We have state-of-the-art equipment. That's why they are there. Drive into the center. In 15 minutes, get your vehicles inspected and be safe. There are no excuses for these things, because one thing I know is that safety should never be a variable. It should be constant. Don't say today you would do it and stop procrastinating. Don't procrastinate your life. So
yeah, I think
I'll
hold it there. Let's just give this report that I have here. Orile Gomo just popped in now. Yes, for those moving on the stretch of Orile Gomo, we have it at Costain in Biri is good. The sending Igomo Bridge in doing aside bus stop activities is equally good. Doing in Orile to connect Alafia is okay. Alafia en route Koka Oduade Suru Alaba is okay. Suru inwards Mile 2 is appreciable. The return journey from Mile 2 inwards Signal Barracks is a moving traffic. Good movement towards Suru down to Doyin. Doyin en route White Sand to connect Igomu Bridge is equally okay. Descending Igomu Bridge inwards Sifax is good. Sifax inwards Ijora 7 up inwards Oloye is also free. Return journey from Cattle Bridge inwards Ijora Lokba is slightly busy. Ijora Lokba inwards Water Corporation intersection is good. Water Corporation inwards Ijora Oloye is okay. Ijora Oloye inwards Ijora 7 up on the bridge is okay. Ijora 7 up on route Igomu Bridge is slightly busy at this time. So descending Igomu Bridge inwards Costain is good to go. Eric Moore Road inwards Eric Moore Bridge is encouraging. While descending Eric Moore Bridge inwards Igomu Bridge is good. Yes, that's the report I have here for now. Just moving on the stretch of Orile Igomu. That is that for you. Okay, yes, so we still have Banjo Kulwa Damilola. Yes, so if you have any question for her, you can put your calls across on 009-9120-777. She's still educating us on vehicle inspection. So
Thank you very much, ma. So as I was saying, check your vehicles to reduce carnages on the road. You can eliminate one factor, which is the mechanical fault in your vehicles. When you know the state of your vehicle, you have that confidence, you have that pride, you have that joy within you that, okay, yes, I've done the right thing.
Yeah.
And there's a beautiful thing about, there's an identity that we have, but people do not really know this. Once any vehicle comes to the Lagos Center, we have an identity. Ask me.
Okay, what's the identity?
Thank you very much. We have a sticker.
Okay.
That states, I just inspected my vehicle at Lagos.
Wow.
So on the road, sometimes I get very excited
when I see
that sticker. Okay, yes, this person, this car has patronized, this car has visited the inspection center.
Okay.
So it gives me so much joy knowing that, okay, some people are still responding, but as much joy as I feel, so many people are yet to do the right thing.
So now, sorry for cutting you. If I inspect my vehicle and I do not get a pass, are you still going to give me that sticker?
Yes, you have. The sticker is not. It's
not for those who have actually
mean you failed. Or
Okay.
Failing the vehicle does not mean that it is a total write-off. You can still come back.
Okay.
For the fact that you've
visited, your office.
Exactly. So it shows that you have visited the center.
Okay.
And you have a certificate, whether passed or failed.
Okay.
So there's something I also want to elaborate on. That's the voluntary inspection. Some people, they bring in Tokumbo cars. And they feel that, okay, it's a Tokumbo car now. Okay, it's not a Nigerian use. I can just drive my car anytime, anyhow. No. That car has been used in a country before. You don't know the state at which the vehicle is before it was transferred to Nigeria.
Yeah.
Now the vehicle is in Nigeria. Why not do yourself a favor of checking the state of that vehicle before registering it, before hitting the road? That's what we call voluntary inspection. Come to the centers that we have across. We have 20 centers across Lagos now. So just visit any of our centers and get your vehicle inspected. It's for your own safety. It's for your own good.
Okay.
Now, brake efficiency is a major defect, and that is one thing that is very fast to kill. When the efficiency of your brake is not very strong, your brake is not, you can't vouch for your brake. That's one of the things that caused the incident that happened over the weekend. Yes, if only the person had known the efficiency, would have known. Okay,
if he had gone for an inspection,
yes, he would have known the
state condition.
Yes. So now look at what has happened. We can't return. We can't turn back. If we
can't
could
reverse it.
If we could turn back the ends of time, but unfortunately we can't do that. So
lives have been lost.
Small these things that people take for granted are things that are very important to us. So it's so painful. However, we are still clamoring. We are still saying, come to Lagos Nigeria Limited for your computerized inspection. We are here to serve you. We are here for your safety. Lagos is here to prevent death.
Okay.
We are here to prevent death.
All right. I have another report here that I have to just give out. This one says we have a falling 40-feet containerized lorry at Lagbus Inwards toll gate, and it's dragging traffic backwards New Garage and beyond. So we have men of LRU. They are needed to get that vehicle evacuated from that particular location. We also have a broken down containerized truck with propeller problems at Iyanoba Inwards Okuku. Effort is on for its removal. Officers on ground also trying to manage that situation. This is impeding the flow of traffic on that particular corridor, so you need to just take it slow if you are moving on that stretch. All right, yes, she's still here. Banjokulu Adamlola, I don't know if you have any question for her. Let's see if we have a question. Quickly, hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, man.
Yes, quickly, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, my name is, I'm not talking to you, I'm just nervous.
Yes, but we have one of our LAGVIS team here, so that's the question we're expecting from you as regards your vehicle inspection.
Yeah, I have a question to ask.
Okay, go ahead, quickly, sir.
All right, the question I want to ask is, I just got a car,
Okay.
and they recommended oil. The last oil I saw that was used was 5W40,
Okay,
which I couldn't find it here.
okay,
And the car is diesel engine.
okay,
So the what I could find available was 15W40
okay.
and another one 5W30.
All right.
That is dual, petrol and diesel. So I'm in between the two. I don't know which one
Okay.
is better.
Yeah, just keep listening. Ibrahim will respond to that. Ibrahim.
Yeah. If what was recommended is 5W40 and you are getting a 15W40, yes, it's a 15W40 would work very well for the function of the 5W40 around here.
Okay. Yes, I have a question here for you, Banjokulu Adamilola. This person says, I must commend computerized inspection is a must. Two of my friends who VI officers made me to do this last 2 years and last day. Okay, they both said you can't be our friend and not be checking your vehicle. I think this person is just portraying what you're saying.
Thank you.
Commending your
Thank you.
efforts that
Thank you.
you're doing a good job. So this is where we're going to wrap up the show today. So what's your last word now for those listening to us at this time?
I would like to say that safety is everyone's business.
Okay.
Please ensure in your best interest, stay safe, drive safe, make sure your vehicle passes through the computerized inspection process.
Okay.
Make sure that you educate other people around you. And I would want to add that we are social. We have our social media handles.
Okay.
You could follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram on @official LAGVIS,
Okay.
or call us on 081 80003426. I repeat again, 081 80003426.
All right, thank you so much, Damola Banjoko from LAGVIS, and also want to appreciate the social media guys. Philip Akinwara also want to say very big thank you to Terry Victor and Ehitaya Akonle, our executive producer. My name is Adirun Keri. We'll join again tomorrow, same time, same station. Until then, have a great day. Bye.